I'm starting the session. So far we are done with SQL statements, all the SQL statements, table creation, inserting the data into a table, and updation, deletion. Okay, and we have frequently used the select statement to retrieve the data from table. Okay, so we'll check now how efficiently we can retrieve the data from a table. So if I do select star from a student table, what will be the output? If I want to say, let's say I have a table called student. So I just wanted to extract all the information. Let me do one thing. Let me do one thing. I'll create one table. Okay, I have created one employee table and loaded the data. Let me take an employee over here. See, this is my table, employee table. Forget about the SQL. So if this is my employee table, employee data. So if I want to retrieve all the data, if I want to have all the data, then what would be the query that we can return?
Select star from
employee. If I do select star from employee, I'll get all the data from a table. How the data is aligned in the table?
row wise and column.
Rows and is a collection of rows and columns. All the data is all the data comes means all the rows and all the columns. All the rows and all the rows and all the columns. When I say all the data, it means all the rows and all the columns from an employee table. These are the columns: employee ID, employee name, job name, manager, hire date, salary, commission, and department ID. Okay. Now I want only the specific information. I want only the specific information, which means I want all the data for employees. I want the data, all the data for an employees. So what data I need is here is employee ID, employee name, job. These three columns only, data only I need. When you say all data in the sense, select star from your employee. So if I want specific data, the specific data in terms
particular
specific columns or specific rows you want?
Specific columns.
So my question is here, I want only specific columns data from a table. I need all the data, but the data is only specific columns. Then how you can query it?
Instead of star, we can mention the column names.
Instead of star, you can mention whatever the column names you want. This is the select. So table name is employee. So in the select list, you need to mention what are the columns you need. Employee ID, employee name, job name, salary. I need only these columns. But all the data is coming for these columns, right or not? I don't want all the columns. For see that in my table I have this information, but for current current analysis or current requirement, I don't want all the information. I don't want all the information. I just wanted to know employee ID, employee name, and job and his salary. Only these information I require. So when you want a specific information, is it necessary to keep always necessary to get all the data always?
No.
Not required, right? It's not necessary. So you have an option to get the selected data. Okay. Okay. Now, so I want this information, selected data, selected columns, and specific data. Means here I want only the department, the employees who are belongs to department ID 1001. So now it turns to data, not on the columns. It is on rows. If you want to filter the columns, where you will write? Column filter.
Where condition? Where condition?
Column filter. Means I am not
Column.
saying the
Column name.
filter and the column filter.
Okay.
When you want the columns means column filter in the sense specific columns. Where you will mention?
After select.
Select.
Specific columns can be mentioned in select list. If you want to access specific rows, then where you will mention?
Where
After
condition?
table.
Where condition. So we have some clauses in SQL Server. Not only in SQL Server, these are there in any of the database, relational database. Where class, having class, group by class, and order by class. Okay. One by one we'll discuss. For now, we'll be discussing where class. Okay, what where class will do is here. I want all this information, but that information is for only department
1001.
coming or not?
Yes.
Okay. Here, if you want to extract all the data from a table, simply you need to do select star from table name. If you want to extract all the data from a table, but the data is to specific columns, then you need to write the specific columns in a select list. Okay. Suppose if you want to extract the data, required data from a table, so then you need to write your where class. The where class will help you to retrieve the specific data. When you are not keeping where condition, it will select all. When you are keeping a where condition, if that condition satisfies, whatever the records which satisfies that condition will be returned. Here see 1001 department ID equals to 1001. How it will search is, it will go to SQL engine will search record by record. It will take, yeah, 1001 is it true? Department ID equals 1001 or not?
Yes.
Then it is true, right? This record is, and
True.
next 1001 equals 3001.
No, false.
This,
True.
this,
False.
this,
False. 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 True.
okay. There are 3 records which are satisfying, which are true with the condition. Department ID equals to 1001. So for those records, what is the information we required? For those records, what is the information we require?
ID, employee name.
Employee ID, employee name,
ID,
hours,
email name,
salary.
job name, salary.
Job name, salary.
Okay. It will next first what it will do is, see SQL engine, what SQL engine will do is, first it will go to the employee table. First it will come to the from class. First it will come to the from class, and it will take all the data from an employee table. It will store in the buffer. Buffer in the sense RAM, right? So it will store in the buffer, and then it will go to the where class. It will go to the where class. So it will check record by record. So whatever the condition, whatever the records which satisfies this condition, it will keep those records in the memory, and then it will come to the select class. Next, it will come to the select class. If you keep star over here, it will give you the complete information. Suppose if you give the selected, if you have given a selected columns here, only for those columns, it will return the information. Right? So I'm just repeating. Whenever you are executing this query, SQL engine will first go to the from class and it will take all the data from an employee table and it will keep it in the buffer, and then it will go to the where class and it will do perform a search operation for this, and it will keep only the records which are true, which are true. Then it will come to the select list. If there are no records with this searching criteria, then it will return nothing. Let's say I'm just keeping 10023. Do you see any records with 10023 here?
No.
Then what it will return?
Nothing.
Nothing. Because the condition is not satisfying. Whatever the data is there in the table, none of the records are satisfying this condition. So that's why it is not returning anything. Which means whenever you are keeping this value, whatever the records which are satisfying the condition, those records only will be returned. Anyone has any doubts on it? This is simple select, how you can retrieve that. This is the basic end. So this is very basic, how you need to extract the data from a table. So it's completely based on upon your requirement. Whenever you want to see all the data from a table, what query needs to be right, and if you want to retrieve only the specific data from a table, then how you want to return the query, and if you want all the data but the data is for specific columns, then how you need to return a query. Okay. Anyone has any doubts on?
Sir,
Yeah, please.
sir, for example, I have 100 lines of data, but I want only first 50 lines of data. How can I retrieve it?
That I'll come on. So this part I'm just asking. So retrieve the data from a table conditionally. Okay. So that part I'll come. Okay. Here I missed one more class. Top. By using this you can get. Select top 50. Okay. We'll discuss this in our further classes. Can I continue?
Yes, sir.
Please continue.
Okay. Our next topic is operators. SQL operators. Operators in the sense, operators are used to perform some task. Operators are used to perform some task. So what are the operators we have is like arithmetic operators. Let's say arithmetic operators. What are the arithmetic operators we will be having? Addition,
Multiplication,
division, and module.
Subtraction.
Okay. So what addition will do? It will perform some task or not? It will combine, it will add two numbers. It will add two numbers or not?
Yes.
So addition, add values. And when it comes to the subtraction, it will subtract the right operand, left operand.
అదే తాది టవలో తడిసిపోయింది ఇందాక.
Okay. Subtract. What subtract will do? It will subtract the right hand operand from left hand operand. Right, and we'll do a plus b, a minus
Yes,
b, a divided by b, a star b. So you all know, right?
Yes, sir.
Multiplications, division, we'll do practicals as well. In general, so what addition is will do, it will sum the values and subtract. It will perform a subtraction. Right operand from b subtracted from the left operand. Multiplication is multiplies the values either side of the operator. If you do, why I am saying for add values and multiply values either side of the operator means if you do a plus b or b plus a, do you see any change in the output?
No, sir.
If you do a star b or b star a, do you see any change in the output?
No.
If you do a minus b and b minus a, do you see any change?
Yes, sir.
It will be different.
20 minus 10 will be given 10. If you do 10 minus 20, it will return minus 10. Okay, that's why the subtraction will do subtract right hand operand from the left hand operand. When it comes to the division, so in case of division also, if you do A by B, the output will be different. If you do B by A, the output will be different. The left operand by right operand. Okay, modulus in the sense, do you see anyone has any idea about the remainder? Have you guys heard about it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So it also will do left operand by right operand, but it will not completely the division. It will give you
Reminder.
okay. If I do select 3 by 2, what 3 divided by 2? What would be the
Sir,
output?
disturbance వస్తుంది sir.
1.
Okay, 3 by actually what is the actual division is what? 3 by 2 in the sense
Coefficient.
1.5, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
What you need to do is, so if you want to have the output in points, you need to divide, you need to multiply with 1.0. If you multiply this with 1.0, will it change anything? The number would remain same, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now run it. We're getting 1.5 or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
3 percentile 2. 3 percentile 2. This is a modulo.
It will get 1.
The remainder would be 1. If you keep 5 here, if you keep 5, see the difference between
Three.
divide and the modulo. See, when I do 5 divided by 2, 2.5.
2.5.
But here, when you use modulo, it is giving a remainder. 2 into 2, 4. What is remaining? What is remaining? 1.
1.
That 1 is the remainder. Okay. Okay. Anyone has any questions regarding arithmetic operators?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
See, this is like 10 plus 10, 100 minus 10. This is some very basic, you don't need to bother much about it. 10 plus 10 is 20, addition. 100 minus 10 is 90, subtraction. See, left operand minus, subtract the right operand from left operand. Okay. 100 minus 10, 90. 100 divided by 10, 10. 103 percentile modulo 10. The remainder is 10 into 10, 100. So the remainder is 3. And then comes to the multiplication, 10 into 10. Same here. And one more thing here. So if you do 10 plus 10, you are getting exact result. And if you are doing addition, the subtraction 100 minus 10, you are getting correct value only. If you do division 100 by 10, you are getting correct value. And when you do modulo also, you are getting correct value. When you do multiplication also, you got a correct value. Right or not?
Yes.
If I do 10 plus null,
No.
see, if I do anything, null is means what? It's not
Infinite.
defined.
Not
Null is not defined.
Undefined value.
Yeah. So if A is 10 and B is null means it's a no value is there, which means in case of integers. So if the other value, we should not make the other value to be changed. So then in case of then what we'll do? We need to handle these null values. We need to handle the null values. So here, if I do 10 plus null, what I am getting is null. But I want to get 10. I want to get 10.
In place of null, place 0.
In place of null, I want to replace with 0. How could you do that? Directly remove null and 0
By using a is null function.
by using of is null function. Is null function. Okay. What I will do is null of expression 1 comma expression 2. Is null is the null handling function available in SQL Server. Okay. In Oracle, it is NVL, null value. In Oracle, it is NVL. Okay. Null handling function. But the functionality is same. Only the command is different. Here it is null and there it is NVL. Okay. So here is null of expression 1 comma expression 2. Is null of expression 1 comma expression 2. So which means if expression 1 is null, then return 0. Return expression 2, not 0. If expression 1 is null, then return expression 2. Expression 2 in the sense whatever the value you are giving there. In case of numbers, see. Let's see. Select 10 plus 0. Do you see any change in this?
No.
If I keep this null,
No.
it will see. If I do
It is
10 plus 0, I'll get an exact value 10. If I do 10 plus null,
It is undefined.
is an undefined value. Okay. So to make it correct, so what I need to do? Here, see.
Replace null.
So here in this scenario, what I am doing, the expression 1 is null and in expression 2 0.
Mhm.
Let me put up this. See. Otherwise it will get confused. Select 10 plus null, which is returning null. But here I want to make sure when this is null, I want to perform an actual addition. So in that scenario, I need to handle null values. How the null values can be handled is, so here we have a is null function, is null of expression 1 comma expression 2. Okay. What is the expression 1 here?
10.
What is the expression? Expression 1 will be the actual column or actual value. What is the expression 1? 1 should be here. Our value is null right here.
Null.
And what would be the expression 2? If the expression 1 is null, I just wanted to replace with the expression 2.
0.
What would be the value?
0.
Okay. If I do this, do you see any change in the value?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
We get 10.
Okay. So in case of 10 star,
null comma 1.
so why?
Zero.
Why? See,
Because
depends upon the requirement. Expression 2 value is getting changed or not.
Yes.
Here, if you do 10 plus 0, our calculation would be correct. Means we are making that syntax corrected, and the value is not getting changed, and we are not making the value to be changed. In this scenario, if you keep the same value, null comma 0, what will happen? 10
Will get
into 0, it will become 0. Actually, what should I get?
10.
10.
10. If I want to get 10 here, the
One.
replacement expression 2 would be 1.
1.
In the same way, if I do 10 divided by 1, 10. Can I keep 0 this?
No.
No.
10 by 0 what?
No.
0.
0. Infinity. Anything by 0 will be infinity. So
Infinity.
in SQL Server or Oracle or any RDBMS databases, whenever your calculation, when you are performing a division operation, so if you get this type of error, divide by 0 error means, if you are getting this divide by 0 error in the sense, so in any of your division, the denominator is having a 0. Denominator is getting 0. So that's why you'll be getting this error. Okay.
Null is nothing but infinity.
Sorry?
Null is nothing but infinity.
Not null is nothing but infinity. If you do 10 by 0, anything by 0 is an infinity. General maths. In our general mathematics, if you do anything by 0, would be infinity. So in Oracle, that error will be capturing like this. Divide by 0 error encountered. See, select 1 by 0.
Infinity.
Infinity. If you do 0 by 1, it is 0. Okay. So here actual value is 10 by null. 10 by null, what would be the value for 10 by null?
Null.
Null value. So 10 by null will return null. So if you don't want to keep that null value and you want to replace, want to keep with the actual value, means then what would be the replacement value here?
1.
So that, so this. Got it? So in case of numbers, however, in which number you want to replace with, just go with your, based on your requirement. Okay. How you can read the syntax is, I will tell you again. If expression 1 is null, then it will return expression 2. If expression 1 is null, then return expression 2. Okay. We'll cover this in our exercises. Not an issue. And the second most null handling function is null if. The above one is null. If the expression 1 is null, then return expression 2. The second function is null if. Here, let me write it here. Expression 1 is null. Expression. Okay. Else. Expression 1.
Disturbance వస్తుంది సార్.
Next, null if. If expression 1 and expression 2 are equal, then null. Else expression 1. If expression 1 and expression 2 are equal, then null. Else expression 1. Suppose in which scenarios this will be used is null if function. So already I have told you guys. So whenever you are performing a division operation, if your denominator is expecting 0, which is correct. Your denominator is expecting 0 and which is correct, value correct. But if you do numerator by 0, anything by 0, it will throw you an error. It will not let you proceed. It will not let you proceed. That scenario. So what you need to do is, you should not make the process to fail, because that is valid scenario only. Denominator, we are expecting denominator has zeros. So in that scenarios, you'll use null if function. How you can use this? Select numerator. Let's say numerator is 10 divided by null if of. So our denominator value has come 0. And I'm just, the expression 2 also I am keeping 0. What will happen now?
Returns null.
Because null if. So if both values are equal, expression 1 and expression 2 are equal, what will come? What will be the output? If expression 1 and expression 2 are equal, then
Expression
null.
1.
No, if expression 1 and expression 2 are equal, then null value. Then it will become select 10 by null. Select 10 by null means
Null.
null value. So the process will not fail.
ఇప్పుడు ఎంత మంది డిస్టర్బ్ అవుతుందో ఎన్ని మెసేజ్లు పెడుతున్నారో.
Okay, select 10 divided by null. So this is in these situations we'll use null if. Don't worry, Andy, even if you don't understand, just once you are into start writing your queries, will come to know. Okay, but blindly keep remember, when you are getting a divide by 0 error means you need to handle that error using null if function only. You need to handle that error using null if function in SQL Server and NVL2 function in Oracle. NVL2. Okay. Okay. So anyone has any doubts on it? So regarding null handling function, we have two null handling functions for there: is null and null if.
సార్ ఇంకొకసారి రిపీట్ చేయరా సార్?
null if is null okay, but null if
నల్ ఇఫ్ అర్థం కాలేదు సార్.
నల్ ఇఫ్ అనేది, సో నల్ ఇఫ్ సపోజ్ అండి మనకి ఒక స్క్రిప్ట్ గానీ ఏదైనా అర్థమెటిక్ ఆపరేషన్స్ పర్ఫామ్ చేస్తున్నాం మనం. ఓకే, అర్థమెటిక్ ఆపరేషన్స్ పర్ఫామ్ చేసేటప్పుడు సో ఓకే లెట్స్ సే మీకు సో మన దాంట్లో ఏదంటే 10 ఎంప్లాయీస్ ఉన్నారు. హ్యావ్ 10 ఎంప్లాయీస్. లెట్ మీ సీ, ఇక్కడ కమిషన్ ఉంది కదా, కమిషన్ 0 ఉంది. ఇలా ఉంది. సమ్ రికార్డ్స్ కి నల్ ఉంది, సమ్ రికార్డ్స్ కి 0 ఉంది. ఓకే, ఇట్లా. సో ఈ టేబుల్ నుంచి డేటా రిట్రీవ్ చేసాడు. ఐ హ్యావ్ సమ్ క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ విచ్ షుడ్ పర్ఫార్మ్ శాలరీ బై కమిషన్. ఈ ఫార్ములా పర్ఫార్మ్ చేయాలండి, శాలరీ బై commission. So in Excel we can't handle null values, that's why it is coming like this. Okay, see null handling, when 6000 by null, how it is coming. When it comes to 2550 by 0, what it is coming here? Division by 0, right?
yes.
So if you write this query in SQL Server, let's say select star comma salary divided by commission from employee. I think we have a commission with 0. Salary commission. Okay. See what it is coming.
Divided by 0 error.
Divided by
Divided by
0
0 is coming. Actually, there is a possibility of having a commission 0 or not.
Yes. Yes.
There is a possibility of having a commission 0. So in that scenario, so if commission, I am just calculating the commission rate on salary. So for that, this is the formula. So if he has no commission means then he will not be having any commission rate, right?
Yes.
If the employee is not having a commission, then he will not be having any commission rate. Commission rate in the sense is a formula and is a KPI. You can call it as a key performance indicator. Okay. So in these scenarios, my process is failing. It's not letting me go forward. So what I need to do is null if of commission. Wherever it is coming 0, I'm just making null. I'm just making null. See now.
Yes.
See here, commission is null means he's not getting commission. Commission is 0 means he's not getting commission. Right or not? But the representation of data in the table is different. Some places they have kept null, some places they have kept 0. But the representation, commission null means he is not getting any commission. Commission 0 also means he is not getting any commission, which means he will not be having any commission, how much is the commission he is getting in percentage of his salary. If you want to calculate like that, then the formula would be salary by commission. When you do that, if you are not using null if function, it is not letting you run the query. In these scenarios, you need to use null if function. The confusion.
Okay, got it.
Okay, bro.
Because here currently and commission expected, 0 is expected. If you don't have a commission, it's a 0. But if as per the business, if you want to calculate the commission rate as per the salary, then the formula to calculate the commission rate is salary by commission. So if you do salary by commission directly, you are getting a divide by 0 error. Why we are getting a divide by 0 error is here. So in general mathematics, if anything by 0 will leads to infinity. That infinity error in SQL Server will be handled like divide by 0 error. So if you want to make that correct, so intentionally you have to make that value as null. Intentionally you have to make that value as null. Here in the sense, here it is 0, right? That's why the expression 2 I am just keeping 0. In other scenario, if you want to make the mapping value, then you can keep here the mapping value. To intentionally fail this, intentionally if you want to make the value null intentionally, then this is the process. Okay. Okay. Next, logical operators and automatic operators is done, and logical operators. Logical operators are and, are, not. There are 3 logical operators we have. One is and the second one is are, and the third one is not. Okay, what the and operation will do? It returns true when both conditions are true.
Should be satisfied.
Yes. So where we use this logical operator is while retrieving the data from a table. So we have retrieved, right? Select star from employee where department ID equals to 2. Single condition only we have kept there. You guys remember? In our starting of the class, we have discussed select star from employee where department ID equals to 1001. Do you remember? There we have given only one condition. Okay. Suppose you have a requirement to write a multiple conditions, then
We use logical operator.
so there if you want to retrieve the data using multiple conditions, then we'll use logical operators. It means either and, or. Okay. So when you are writing a multiple conditions, you need to either use and, or in between those conditions. In between those conditions, you can write a number of conditions, but to separate 2 conditions, you should either use and operator or operator. So if you use and operator between 2 conditions, then if both conditions are true, then only it returns true. When you use or between 2 conditions, if either one of the condition is true, then it will return true. Let's say expression 1, expression 2, the result. It's and operator. So if expression 1 is true and expression 2 is also true, then what will be the result?
True.
Expression 1 is nothing but a condition 1 and condition 2. If I write and in between expression 1 means condition 1 and condition 2, means if condition 1 is true and condition 2 is also true, then
True.
It will true.
true. If condition 1 is true and condition 2 is false, then
False.
False.
Result false.
false True.
False.
False.
False. False.
False.
False.
True.
False is false. Okay, which means when you are using AND operator between any of the in between the two conditions or multiple conditions, if all the conditions are true, then only it will return true. If any of the condition fails, it will fail. If any of the condition fails, it will fail.
False.
Okay, and R condition. If expression 1 is true, condition 1 is true, and condition 2 is also true, then
True.
condition 1 is true and condition 2 is false, then
True.
True.
if condition 1 is false and condition 2 is true, then
True.
True.
if condition 1 is false and condition 2 is false, then
False.
which means if when you are writing a R operator between multiple conditions, if any of the condition is true, it will return true. If any of the condition is true, it will return true. So please be remember. So when, let's say, when you are writing a condition, when you are writing an AND operator between two conditions, so first it will check the first condition. If the first condition is true, then it will go to the second condition. And if the second condition is also true, then it will mark it as a true. Okay. And the second scenario, it will check the first condition is true. And if the first condition is true, then only it will go to the second condition. In case of AND operator, if the first condition is true, then only it will go to the next condition. If first condition itself is false, then it will not go to the second condition, because if either of the condition is false, it is false. Got it, guys? If either of the condition is false, it is false in case of AND operator. When it comes to R, if the first condition is true, it will not go to the second condition. It will not go to the second condition, because if either of the condition is true, the functionality of R operator is if any of the condition is true, it will return true. Okay. In this first case scenario, it will go to the first condition is satisfying, it will not go to the second condition. And in case of second scenario also, it will go to since the first condition itself is true, it will not go to the second condition. And when it comes to the third scenario, the first condition is false, then it will go to the second condition. So since the second condition is true, then it will mark it as a true. When it comes to the fourth scenario, it will go to the first condition. Since it is false, it will go to the second condition. Since it is also false, it will return the false. Got it? How AND and R will work?
Yes.
And forget about NOT operator now. For now, NOT operator, while working with the practical, I'll show you how it will work. Even if I explain you now, also you get confused. NOT operator is nothing but a negation. That's it. Suppose if I want to retrieve the employees who are belongs to department 1001, what will be your query? If I want to
Select
employees
star table. Department number is equal to
Where?
And we use where condition.
yes, select star from employee where department ID equals to 1001, which gives what is the output we'll get from that?
only 101 1001 record.
Only that particular record will.
Now, I want other than this. I'll write this query, but I want that output other than this.
Not
Not
than
equal to
100.
not equal to department 10.
Not equals to. So even with not equals also you can get the output, but by using not operator. So how you can write it is select star from employee where not of department ID equals to 1001. It will check for the equals to condition only. It will check for the equals to condition only. Wherever it is true, that will be marked as a false. Here see, it returns true if the given condition is false. It returns false if the given condition is true. Suppose when the SQL engine is searching for the employee who are belongs to department ID equals to 1001, if you use not operator, suppose let's say I am searching for 1001. So when you come to the first record, if I use not operator, so 1001 true or not? Department ID equals to 101 or not? So when it is true,
Shows as false.
it will false. When it is false,
It is true. Shows as true.
False.
False.
like that. This is false.
False.
This is true. True.
True.
All are true. It will here.
Last one is false. Last one is
Sorry. This is true, right? Okay, false. So now we will take all two records. So how you need to write is like this, where not of DEPID equals to 1001. So which means it will check for department ID equals to 1001 only. But when it, since you are using not operator, not, then what it will do is, see what we have to, it returns true if the condition is false. It returns false, the condition is true. First, in this scenario, first record is true, right? First record is true. That's why it returned false. The second record is false. That's why it returned true. Okay. Got it, Anne? So any questions? Next operators, comparison operators. Comparison operators are like equals to, not equals to, less than or equals to, greater than or equals to, in, not in, between, not between, like this. Equals to. It will compare the equality of the two expressions. If left operand equals to right operand, if left operand equals to right operand, then only it will return true. Otherwise,
sir, that is assignment operator, no, sir. Only one equal.
Sorry. One equals to one. Here it will work only one equals to.
Oh.
Okay. But some of places, not in SQL Server, but some of the tools that are using equals to should represent double equals to. The single equals to will be, as you said, it will be the assignment operator. Okay. But in SQL Server or in Oracle, equals to is the normal operator only, not the assignment. Okay. Not equals to, you can represent not equals to either this with this symbol or this symbol. Not equals to. If it will compare both the expressions, if the left operand is not equal to the right operand, then it returns false. Okay. So see, these are all known, right? Do I need to explain one by one, or is it fine to go further?
Fine.
Go further, sir.
It's fine, sir.
Less than, greater than, or equals to. You know, right? A less than B, A greater than B, A less than or equals to B, A greater than or equals to B.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Operator. So, sorry. If anyone wants to know, just let me know. I'll explain. Otherwise, I'll proceed.
Yeah, you can proceed, Krishna.
Okay. In operator. So what the in operator is, it matches the values, the list. In operator, suppose if you want to search for a multiple values, okay, then we can use in. Suppose I want to extract the employees who are belongs to department ID 1001, 1002, and 1003. I want to get the employees who are belongs to 1001, 1002, and 1003 departments. So in that case, what you will do? In our earlier scenario, since I have asked for only 1001 employees, what you did is select star from employee where department ID equals to 1001 you have written, right? Now,
Yes, sir.
I have asked you for 3 departments.
Where a department number is equal to 1001 and department number is equal to 1002 and department number equal to 1003.
Okay, good. Okay, department ID equals to 1001. Okay, so we'll search for this condition. Let me go here. Yeah. Okay, department ID equals to 1001. Is it true or false?
True.
Okay, good. And department ID equals to 1002.
False.
False.
See, this is an employee will either hold 1001 or 1002 or 1003. Either of the department, but not all the departments, right?
Yes.
Okay. Department, his belongs to department ID equals to 1001. And department ID equals to 1002 means second condition is failing or not?
Failing, sir.
So is this a valid record or not?
Valid record.
But as per your condition, it is
False.
failing.
False.
So which operator you need to use there?
Or operator. Or
Okay. Department ID equals to 1001. Okay. Condition is satisfied. Condition is satisfied. Okay. It will not go to the second condition. It is true. Okay. If you use R. Next, the second condition. Department ID equals to 1001.
no.
So false. Next, go to next condition. Department ID equals to 1002.
False.
Department ID equals to 1003.
False.
So here I am giving a list of values. Three values only I have given. So what you did? Department ID equals to 1001 or department ID equals to 1002 or department ID equals to 1003. If I ask you to check for 10 values, then you simply keep on adding them by separating R condition.
Yeah.
How big the query would be then?
Big.
Bigger. So instead of that, so we have in operator. We have in operator. List of values. What are the values that you want to provide? That values can be kept as a list. Select star from employee where department ID in 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, like that. So in operator is the alternative for R operator. The in operator is an alternative for R operator. You can minimize your query by using in operator. Okay. So in the same way, when you have in, we'll be having a not in as well. Not in means other than in. Suppose if you are doing select star from employee where department in 1001, 1002, 1003, then what it will give is the employees who are belongs to these 3 departments. If I do not in,
Except that remaining all will.
except the departments, will get all the remaining departments. Okay. The between operator. See, here the in operator can be applied on date, applied on strings, and applied on numbers. When it comes to the between operator, you can apply on dates and numbers. can you apply, can you get the range between the strings?
No.
Select star from A and B where the employee name between A and B. Will you get? No, right? So
No.
between is a operator that can be used to get the values within a range. Okay. If you want to get the values within a range, you can use between operator. So it will have a two operands, lower bound and a higher bound. Lower bound will be always first, and the higher bound would be next.
Last.
Okay. Then we have a like operator. So the next operator is like, and it is used for pattern matching. Pattern matching in the sense, let's say when you are working with strings, so you don't know the exact string to be mapped. So if you want to retrieve the data, which is similar to, like, let's say, suppose you want to extract the records which ename or something, job or something starts with some letter ABC or ends with ABC. If the string contain ABC, if you want to extract the records based on this requirement, it's not the complete string that you are giving. If that string has these values, then you want to return. In that scenario, you'll go for a like operator. In that scenario, you'll go for a like operator. Is null and is not null. See, it returns null values. This is only the operator that can be used for testing the nulls. Suppose employee table, I have employee table. This is the data. This is the data. I just wanted to get the employees who are not receiving commission. I just wanted to get the information who are not receiving commission. Query cheppandi ela rasara. How can you write the query? If I want to extract the employees who are not receiving commission,
Select star from employee where commission is null.
see, generally the people will try to write like commission equals to null. The people will write like this: commission equals to null. Okay, this is not the case. You can how you can handle the null values. Okay,
Dot.
commission is null. Commission is not null. If you want to know the employees who are not receiving commission, then you can write select star from employee where commission is null, which means the null values. If you want to retrieve the records where they have nulls, so that you can't write it like commission equals to null. You have to write like commission is null. Okay, and if you want to retrieve the data which is other than null, which has the values, yes, commission is not null. Commission is null and is not null. So when you are handling the null, doing the performing the null handling, so this is also the major thing. When you want to extract the null values from the table, you need to write like is null. Other than null values you want to get is not null. If you want to exclude nulls from the table, then you can use is not null. Okay, don't worry, Andy. I'm just going like a theoretical, not a problem, but we have exercises on this. Okay, we have exercises on this. See, we'll do these exercises so that when you are started writing these queries and all, you will come to know if anything is missed or something you didn't understand. We'll do all these things, and even after you guys have any questions, we'll discuss. Okay. Okay, and this is from theoretical point of view, operators. Tomorrow, please expect the class would be 1.5 hours would be there. Okay. I'll try to complete these scenarios. 63 scenarios. See, if it is taking each one is 1 minute also, it will take more than an hour.
Okay.
Okay.
How many classes will take to complete the SQL?
Sorry?
How many classes will take to complete the entire SQL? Like 15 or 20?
It will take, and so this complete week operators and functions 5. We are the 6th class, right? Minimum 10 classes would be there.
More 10 classes. Okay.
10 more classes minimum.
Okay.
Okay.
So max would be 20 classes, I think so.
Yeah, 15 to 20. Already I said, no? 15 to 20. It would be in between.
Right. Okay.
So tomorrow, if everything goes fine, we'll try to complete operators. Then I'll give a so Wednesday there will be no class Sunday. I'll inform you anyway in the morning of Wednesday. So please practice. Okay.
Can you have this in document?
Can
you have this on document so we can practice the queries? Okay, sure. Thanks.
This file, whatever I am taught you here is, I'll share this file, entire file. And tomorrow I will work on these queries, and I'll write answers over here as well itself, and I'll share this file as well. Okay.
Sir, are we going to discuss about clauses in next?
We are continuously will be working on where class and order by class. And in our next sessions, it will be functions. There we will discuss group by class and having class. And for that, when you are working with the subqueries and correlated subqueries, we'll discuss top class.
Sir, do we have distinct in MS?
Yes, we have.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Is it possible? Can we start the class tomorrow early hours, like by 6 or 6:32, if possible for everyone?
If everyone is possible, I'll start it by 6. Yeah. 6
No, start by 7 only. Some most of them are working. So we'll join at 7.
The problem is
no, we are working people.
Even though we are
Okay.
No, our office.
If session is going after 8, I'll stop and day after tomorrow. Because why I'm saying
No need to hurry, sir. We'll learn one by one.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go one by one.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir. From sir, మనం 2 classes before మీరు ఒక సినారియో ఇచ్చారు కదా సార్, మూవీస్ నేమ్స్ అన్ని ఒక టేబుల్ క్రియేట్ చేయమని. అందులో డేట్స్ అనేవి మనకి డిఫాల్ట్ ఫార్మాట్ వచ్చేసి ఇయర్, మంత్ అండ్ డే ఉంటుంది కదా సార్.
అవునండి.
కానీ మీరు ఇచ్చిన టేబుల్ వచ్చేసి డే, మంత్ అండ్ ఇయర్ ఉంది సార్. లోడ్ చేయాలంటే మొత్తం రివర్స్ చేసి లోడ్ చేయాల్సి వచ్చింది. అలా కాకుండా మనం డేట్ ఫార్మాట్ ని చేంజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు సార్ లోడ్ చేసినప్పుడే.
చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఫస్ట్ ఎక్సర్సైజ్ మాన్యువల్ ట్రై చేయండి.
మాన్యువల్ చేసాం.
ఓకే, ఇక్కడ మీకు కావాలంటే ఎక్సెల్ లో ఉంటుందండి. ఎక్సెల్ లో మీకు దీన్ని ఇట్లా ఉందనుకోండి, ఫార్మాట్ సెల్స్, కస్టమ్, ఏదో ఒకటి సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకొని ఇక్కడ YYYY MM DD చేంజ్ అయిందా?
Yes, sir.
This you can do. అండ్ వన్స్ వీఆర్ ఇంటూ నెక్స్ట్ ఫంక్షన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఆ ఫంక్షన్స్ క్లాస్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత మీరు యాస్టీజ్ గా ఎలా ఉందో ఇప్పుడు నేను ఫైల్ ఇచ్చాను అలా ఒక టేబుల్లో లోడ్ చేసుకొని ఆ టేబుల్ నుంచి ఇంకో టేబుల్ లోడ్ చేసేటప్పుడు కన్వర్షన్ చేయండి. దీన్ని వేర్కేర్ గా స్టోర్ చేసుకొని డేట్ గా కాకుండా వేర్కేర్ గా స్టోర్ చేసుకొని దాని నుంచి కన్వర్షన్ చేయండి. ఎందుకు అంటే రియల్ టైంలో మీకు కన్వీనియంట్ గా ఫైల్ రాదు. ఫైల్ వచ్చిన దాన్ని బట్టి మీరు దాన్ని అన్ని కన్వర్షన్స్ చేయాలి. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు ఫైల్లో నేను ఇచ్చినట్టు ఉంది అనుకోండి ఇలా. సో ఫస్ట్ యూ హ్యావ్ డైరెక్ట్ కన్వర్షన్ ఆప్షన్ ఉంటే కన్వర్షన్ చేయొచ్చు. యూ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ డైరెక్ట్ కన్వర్షన్ ఆప్షన్, then load the data into a database and then definitely in a database you will be having a conversion options. Use the conversion option and convert it. మీకు ఏ ఫార్మాట్ కావాలంటే ఆ ఫార్మాట్ అది నేను చెప్తాను. కన్వర్షన్ ఫంక్షన్స్ వచ్చినప్పుడు చెప్తాను.
అలాగే సార్ మనం ప్రైమరీ కీని 2 కాలమ్స్ కి ఇవ్వడం కుదరదా సార్?
ఇవ్వచ్చు కదండి.
అంటే అవి అప్పుడు ఓన్లీ ఆ రెండింటికే కంపేర్ చేసేది కదా సార్?
అవునండి, కాంబినేషన్.
ఎస్ సార్, కాంబినేషన్. అలా కాకుండా విడివిడిగా అయితే కుదరదు కదా సార్?
చెప్పాను కదండి, దాంట్లో ఓన్లీ వన్ ప్రైమరీ కీస్ కెన్ బి క్రియేటెడ్ అనే టేబుల్.
కానీ ఇప్పుడు నాకు వేరే కాలమ్ లో కూడా నల్ వాల్యూస్ వద్దు, యూనిక్ వాల్యూస్ వద్దు, అప్పుడు ఎలా ఇవ్వాలి సార్?
నల్ వాల్యూస్ వద్దు,
సేమ్ టైం యూనిక్ వాల్యూస్ కూడా వద్దు.
అర్థం కాలేదండి. యూనిక్ వాల్యూస్ వద్దు అంటే యూనిక్ వాల్యూస్ అంటే డూప్లికేట్.
సారీ, డూప్లికేట్ వాల్యూస్. సారీ సార్, డూప్లికేట్స్ వద్దు, అలాగే నల్ వాల్యూస్ వద్దు, అప్పుడు ఎలా ఇస్తాం?
పెట్టుకోండి
సార్.
యూనిక్
అప్పుడు నల్ వాల్యూస్ వస్తాయి కదా సార్?
ఒకే ఒక నల్ ఇన్సర్ట్ చేస్తుందండి.
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకే, లేదంటే ఒక ట్రై చేయండి, యూనిక్ స్పేస్ నాట్ నల్ ట్రై చేయండి, బట్ ఇట్ విల్ టేక్ ఇట్ యాజ్ ఎ ప్రైమరీకి, బట్ ట్రై చేయండి ఒకసారి.
ఓకే సార్.
అంటే సేమ్ ఒకే దాని మీద రెండో కన్స్టెంట్.
అవును సార్.
యూనిక్ నాట్ నల్. ఓకే, బట్ సిస్టమ్ ఏంటంటే ఒక ప్రైమరీకినే ఎలా చేస్తుంది.
ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Anyone has any questions అండి?
When we use constraints at column level, can't we alter the table?
సారీ అండి, ఇప్పుడు మీరు కన్స్ట్రైంట్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసి
కాలమ్ లెవెల్ లో
చేయొచ్చు, బట్ మీరు ఆల్టర్ చేయాలి అంటే సపోజ్ దాంట్లో ఉన్న డేటా మీకు సపోర్ట్ చేయాలి. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేద్దాం అనుకుంటున్నారు మీ సినారియో చెప్పండి, నేను చెప్తాను.
సో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పిన సినారియో ప్రకారం ఈజ్ నాట్ నల్ అని ఉంది కదా, కాన్స్టెంట్ తీసుకున్నారు కదా, నాట్ నల్ అని తీసుకున్నారు కదా, దాన్ని ఇప్పుడు ఆ కాలం నేమ్ నేను చేంజ్ చేయాలి. అప్పుడు ఎలా చేంజ్ చేయాలి? చేంజ్ చేస్తే ఎర్రర్ వస్తుంది.
ఏమని వస్తుందండి?
కాలం నేమ్
ఆల్టర్
ఎర్రర్ వస్తుందండి.
ఓకే,
మీరు కొద్దిగా ట్రై చేస్తారా అని.
ఇప్పుడు రీనేమ్ చేస్తే సరిపోతుంది కన్నా.
రీనేమ్ చేస్తే ఆల్రెడీ డేటాబేస్ లో మనకి స్టోర్ అయిపోయి ఉంటుంది కదండి ఆ టేబుల్ అనేది.
అన్న ఇక్కడ బిఫోర్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవసరం లేదా?
పెట్టచ్చు, అవసరం లేదండి. ఇప్పుడు మీరు దీన్ని సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకొని ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ కొట్టినా అదే అయింది కదండి.
ఓకే,
సరే ఇప్పుడు ఒకవేళ ఇంటీజర్ ఉంది, ఎస్ నంబర్ ఇంటీజర్ ఉంది, మీరు అది పెట్టలేదు, ఎస్ నంబర్ ఇంటీజర్ నుంచి బిగ్ లో కన్వర్ట్ చేయాలి, సైజ్ ఇంక్రీజ్ చేయాలి, అప్పుడు అవుతుందా? మనం యూజ్ చేసినట్లు
ఆల్టర్ ద్వారా చేయొచ్చు కదా.
ఫైన్ రైట్ ఎస్ నంబర్
ఇక్కడ
ప్రైమరీ కీ ఉంది. మీరు కామా ఇచ్చారు మధ్యలో. ఓకే, దాన్ని బిగ్ లో కన్వర్ట్ చేయాలి, బిగ్ ఇంట్లోకి ఆ ఇంటీజర్ ని. అదే అండి, ఆ ఎర్రర్ వస్తుంది, అది చేంజ్ చేశాను దాన్ని. ఇలా చెప్పింది కూడా అదే.
చెక్ చేసి చెప్తాను. ఇది కన్స్ట్రైంట్ ని డిజేబుల్ చేసి చేయొచ్చు. కన్స్ట్రైంట్ ఎర్రర్ వస్తుంది.
అంటే మనం డ్రాప్ చేసాం టేబుల్, అందువల్ల ఏమన్నా
అది కాదు, ఏం కాదు. ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుందంటే, ఎందుకు ఇది ఇందాక అది నాట్ నల్ అయింది, ఇక్కడ ఇది ఎందుకు కావట్లేదు అంటే, ఫంక్షన్ ఇక్కడ దీంట్లోకి వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఏం క్రియేట్ చేసాం, శాంపిల్ టేబుల్ క్రియేట్ చేసాం కదా. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ శాంపిల్ 1 ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏం క్రియేట్ చేసాం, ప్రైమరీకి క్రియేట్ చేసాం. ఓకే, సో ఈ ప్రైమరీకి డిఫాల్ట్ గా ఏం చేస్తుంది అంటే క్లస్టర్ ఇండెక్స్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తుంది టేబుల్ మీద. అర్థమైందా? సో ఒక ఇండెక్స్ క్రియేట్
రిపీట్ చేస్తారా? రిపీట్ చేయండి.
ఇది నెక్స్ట్ టాపిక్ ఉందండి. ఇండెక్సెస్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఎప్పుడైతే మీరు ప్రైమరీకి క్రియేట్ చేస్తారో టేబుల్ మీద, బై డిఫాల్ట్ ఇట్ విల్ క్రియేట్ క్లస్టర్ ఇండెక్స్ ఆన్ ద టేబుల్. ఇండెక్స్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తుంది. ఓకే, సో ఈ క్లస్టర్ ఇండెక్స్ ఏం చేస్తుంది అంటే, ఆ ఎస్ నెంబర్ ఏదైతే కాలం ఉందో ఆ ఎస్ నెంబర్ కాలంలో ఉన్న డేటాని ఫిజికల్ గా ఆర్డర్ చేస్తుంది డేటాని. ఓకే, సో దీంట్లో రిఫరెన్స్ ఉంది కాబట్టి అవ్వట్లేదు. సో ఇది ప్రైమరీకి కన్స్ట్రైంట్ డిజేబుల్ చేసి చేయాలి అని నేను చెప్తాను చూసి. ఓకేనా?
ర్యాంక్ అండ్ డెన్స్ ర్యాంక్ ఇంట్లో అడతారు, వాటి గురించి డిస్కస్ చేస్తాను.
అనలిటికల్ ఫంక్షన్స్ అనే కాన్సెప్ట్ ఉంది, దాంట్లో చెప్తాను.
కమిట్ కి రోల్ బ్యాక్ డిఫరెన్స్ ఉందన్నా? జస్ట్
కమిట్ అంటే సేవ్ చేస్తుందండి, రోల్ బ్యాక్ అంటే అండు చేస్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు మనకి జనరల్ గా కంట్రోల్ ఎస్, కంట్రోల్ జెడ్. కంట్రోల్ ఎస్ అంటే కమిట్, కంట్రోల్ జెడ్ అంటే అండు. ఇట్లా ఏం చేస్తుంది అంటే, కమిట్ ఏం చేస్తుంది అంటే, నువ్వు ఏదైతే లాస్ట్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ నుంచి ఈ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ వరకు, అంటే మీన్స్ లాస్ట్ కమిట్ నుంచి ఇప్పటి వరకు ఏదైతే అన్సేవ్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్ ఉన్నాయో అన్నిటినీ కమిట్ చేస్తుంది. ఓకే, అదే రోల్ బ్యాక్ యూస్ చేసావు అనుకో, లాస్ట్ కమిట్ వరకు ఉన్న డేటా మొత్తం రోల్ బ్యాక్ అయిపోతుంది. ఓకే, సో ఇక్కడ నుంచి చెప్పాను అనలిటికల్ ఫంక్షన్స్. ఇక్కడ చెప్తాను ర్యాంక్, డెన్స్ ర్యాంక్, రో నెంబర్. ఓకే,
అన్న పిఎల్ఎస్క్యూఎల్ మూవ్ అవ్వాలనుకుంటున్నా, బెటర్ గా ఉంటుంది అంటారా?
పిఎల్ఎస్క్యూఎల్ మూవ్ అవ్వాలి, యా బెటర్ గానే ఉంటుంది. డిబి అనేది బెటర్ అనేది ఏముండదండి. డిబి దేనికైనా ఉంటుంది, డిబి డేటాబేస్. ఓకే, మీకు మంచి ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ టూల్స్ కానీ వాటికి వెళ్ళినా కానీ, రిపోర్టింగ్ టూల్స్కి వెళ్ళినా డిబి అనేది యాడెడ్ అడ్వాంటేజ్ మీకు బాగా.
ఓకే,
అదే,
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
బాగా నేర్చుకుంటే ఇది చెప్తున్నా, మొన్న అడిగారు ఎంత ఏంటి అనేది. అంటే మన దగ్గర స్టఫ్ ఉన్న దాన్ని బట్టి, మా ఆఫీస్ లో 5 years కి 30 lakhs కొట్టింది డేటాబేస్ మీద. దడదడలాడిచ్చింది. 5 years.
ఓకే, రియల్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అన్నా.
ఈవెన్ నాకు తెలిసిన వాళ్ళు 12 years కి ఇంకా 12 lakhs 13 lakhs లో ఉన్న వాళ్ళు కూడా ఉన్నారు.
ఓకే, బికాస్ ఆఫ్ మై స్టఫ్.
అంటే మన స్టఫ్, మన మూవ్మెంట్ అన్ని అంతే, దాన్ని బట్టి ఉంటుంది మనం నేర్చుకొని అది అంతా.
సార్ ఓన్లీ PLSQL ఉంటుందా?
ఏనండి,
PSSQL తో ఉండేనా సార్ అది?
అర్థం కావట్లేదు. PLSQL PLSQL కూడా కాదు మా దాంట్లో. మేము PLSQL, ట్రాన్సాక్ట్ SQL కానీ ఏమీ చేయము. మేము జస్ట్ SQL స్టేట్మెంట్స్ అంతే. మీరు టాలెంట్ మీద చేసేది మొత్తం మేము SQL లో చేస్తాం అంతే. ప్రొసీజర్స్ రాయం, ఫంక్షన్స్ రాయం. ప్రొసీజర్స్ రాస్తాము, ట్రిగ్గర్స్ కానీ ఫంక్షన్స్ కానీ ఏమీ ఉండవు మా దాంట్లో. కర్సర్స్ కానీ ఏమీ ఉండదు మా దాంట్లో.
సార్ మీరు ఇప్పుడు చెప్పే 14 టాపిక్స్ ఇంకా ఎక్కువ ఉంటాయా మామూలుగా అయితే?
జనరల్ గా చాలా ఉందండి DB చేయాలి అంటే. చాలా ఉంది. ఫంక్షన్స్ ఉంది, కర్సర్స్ ఉంది, ట్రిగ్గర్స్ ఉంది, మళ్ళీ పోతే SQL సర్వర్ ఏజెంట్ ఉంది, మెయిల్ సెండింగ్, DBMS మెయిల్ సెండింగ్ ఉంది. చాలా ఉంటుంది, బట్ అన్ని ఎవరు యూజ్ చేయరు. ఓకే, దిస్ ఈస్ ద బేసిక్స్ విచ్ వీ నీడ్. ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళినా ఇది ఏదంటే టాలెంట్ డెవలపర్ కాబట్టి ఇది సరిపోతుంది. అది ఈవెన్ నేను చెప్పినవన్నీ నేనే చేయాలి. నేను ఈ టాపిక్సే నేను చేసేది. ఈవెన్ కన్స్ట్రైంట్స్ చెప్తున్నాను నేను. ఎంతవరకు కన్స్ట్రైంట్స్ మా దాంట్లో ఒక్క దాంట్లో కూడా యూజ్ చేయాలి.
సార్ ఎందుకని యూజ్ చేయరు కన్స్ట్రైంట్స్?
మీరు కండిషన్స్ రాసే కొంది ఏమవుతుంది, పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ డిగ్రేడ్ అవుతుంది కదా. కండిషన్ చెక్ చేస్తుంది కదా లోడ్ చేసేటప్పుడు డేటాని. విచ్ మీన్స్ మీరు లార్జర్ వాల్యూమ్ ఆఫ్ డేటాని ప్రాసెస్ చేసేటప్పుడు డెఫినెట్లీ ఇట్ విల్ ఇంపాక్ట్ ద పర్ఫార్మెన్స్.
కానీ మనకి ఆ కండిషన్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవ్వాలి కదా సార్ డేటా కావాలంటే.
మేము అదర్ వ్యాలిడేషన్స్ పెట్టుకుంటామండి. డేటా లోడ్ అయిన తర్వాత మాకు కావాల్సిన వ్యాలిడేషన్స్, ఇప్పుడు డేటా లోడ్ అయింది అనుకోండి, దాని తర్వాత దాని మీద డూప్లికేట్స్ ఉన్నాయా లేదా చెక్ చేసుకుంటాను. ఇప్పుడు ప్రైమరీకి ఏ కాలం మీద అయితే పెడదాం అనుకున్నాను, స్టూడెంట్ నెంబర్ మీద పెడదాం అనుకున్నాను కానీ పెట్టలేదు. డేటా లోడ్ చేశాను. లోడ్ చేసిన తర్వాత నేను ఏం చేస్తాను, ఆ S నెంబర్ మీద ఏమైనా డూప్లికేట్స్ లోడ్ అయినాయో లేదో చెక్ చేసుకుంటా. టేబుల్ మీద లోడ్ అయినాయి అనుకో మెసేజ్ పంపించమని చెప్తా. ఎప్పుడో వెరీ రేర్ కేసు కదా లోడ్ అయ్యేది. అర్థమైందా? ఇప్పుడు ప్రైమరీకి క్రియేట్ చేయగానే ఏమైంది, క్లస్టర్ ఇండెక్స్ క్రియేట్ అయింది. క్లస్టర్ ఇండెక్స్ అంటే అడిషనల్ స్టిక్. ఏం చేస్తుంది అంటే ఎవ్రీ టైమ్ యూ ఇన్సర్ట్ ద డేటా ఇంటూ ఏ టేబుల్, ఇట్ విల్ ఫిజికల్లీ రీఅరేంజ్ ద డేటా ఇన్ ఏ టేబుల్. ఏ కాలం మీద అయితే మీరు ప్రైమరీకి క్రియేట్ చేశారో ఆ కాలం మీద వాల్యూస్ కనుక అన్ఆర్డర్ లో ఇన్సర్ట్ చేస్తుంటే ఆ ఎంటైర్ డేటా సెట్ ని మళ్ళీ ట్రంకేట్ చేసి అది రీఆర్డర్ లో లోడ్ చేసుకుని డేటాని ఇన్సర్ట్ చేస్తుంది.
ఇదంతా బఫర్ లో చేసేది సార్, బఫర్
బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ జరిగింది. సో ఎంత టైం పడుతుందో చూడండి.
సో బిగ్ డేటా హ్యాండిల్ చేసేటప్పుడు అయితే అన్నెసరీగా కండిషన్స్ ఇవ్వకూడదు అంతే కదా సార్?
బేస్డ్ ఆన్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్. అంటే పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళేసరికి అన్ని ఇదొకటే పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ అని చెప్పలేమండి. సెవరల్ సినారియోస్ ఉంటాయి పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ కి. ఓకే
Sir, I have a one doubt.
చెప్పండి.
If you know the basics SQL, can we go to learn the Snowflake, sir? Or if we want to be strong in the DB?
Snowflake.
Basics are enough.
Basics are enough. And Snowflake is an integration tool or DB. Even I am planning to learn Snowflake. It is upcoming database, which is డేటాబేస్ నాకు కరెక్ట్ గా ఐడియా లేదండి. అది స్నోఫ్లేక్ నన్ను 2-3 సపోర్ట్ అడిగారు స్నోఫ్లేక్ కి. నేను అది డీబీ అనుకున్నాను, మళ్ళీ వేరే వాళ్ళని అడిగితే అది ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ లైక్ టాలెంట్ టైప్ లో అంటున్నారు. పర్ఫెక్ట్ గా తెలియదు, ఐడియా లేదు నాకు కూడా. చూడాలి,
ఓకే సార్.
చూసాను, నాకేమైనా ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ తెలిస్తే ఇస్తాను.
ఓకే సార్, షూర్.
బట్ ఫ్యూచర్ ఉందండి, బాగుంది స్నోఫ్లేక్.
అదే సార్ నేర్చుకుందాం అనుకుంటున్నాను.
ఇప్పుడు ప్రజెంట్ ఇక్కడ ఎంత ఉందో మార్కెట్ తెలియదు, కానీ యూఎస్ అటు బాగుంది మార్కెట్.
ఓకే.
మా ఫ్రెండ్స్ చెప్తున్నారు స్నోఫ్లేక్, ఎనీ క్లౌడ్ టెక్నాలజీ విత్ స్నోఫ్లేక్ ఈజ్ హాట్ కేక్.
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకే, ఎనీవన్ హ్యాస్ ఎనీ డౌట్స్? ఓకే, చలో, థ్యాంక్ యూ.